Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an electric World Baseball Classic showdown as Cuba takes on Puerto Rico under the bright lights. And right from the opening moments, you can feel the intensity all around this ballpark. The crowd is loud, the players are locked in. And this has all the energy of a huge tournament battle where every pitch, every swing, and every defensive play can completely shift the momentum of the game. Cuba steps in with confidence, Puerto Rico answers with focus. And early on, both sides know just how important it is to settle down fast. The pitchers are trying to establish control, the hitters are watching every pitch carefully, and there is a real sense of tension building with each passing moment. Nobody wants to make the first mistake, because in a game like this, one big hit can change everything in an instant. Puerto Rico begins to find a little rhythm. The crowd starts to rise, and suddenly, the pressure starts moving toward Cuba. You can feel the home side feeding off the stadium energy, getting sharper, getting stronger, and looking ready to attack. The runners begin to get on. The situation starts getting dangerous. And this is exactly the kind of moment where a packed stadium begins to believe something special is coming. Now the pressure is massive, the inning is alive, and Puerto Rico has the chance to break this game wide open. Cuba is trying to escape, trying to hold the line, but the tension is getting heavier with every pitch. And then here comes the swing that changes the entire night. Maldonado delivers in the biggest moment, driving in 3 runs with a huge bases-clearing double. And just like that, Puerto Rico explodes in front. The crowd goes wild. The dugout comes alive, and the scoreboard suddenly tells the story of a team that has grabbed complete momentum. Puerto Rico leads 3-0, and that one swing sends a jolt through the entire stadium. Now Cuba has to respond. They cannot afford to let this game get away from them, and you can see the urgency starting to grow. Every at-bat matters even more now. Every base runner becomes important, and every out feels heavier than the one before. But Puerto Rico keeps showing discipline, and just as importantly, they keep making strong plays on defense. That has been a huge part of this game so far. Not just a big hit from Maldonado, but also the way Puerto Rico is staying composed, making clean plays, and refusing to hand Cuba any easy opportunity. As the innings move forward, the game settles into that classic pressure-filled rhythm where one side is trying to protect control and the other is trying to find just one opening. Puerto Rico continues to look calm and organized, with the pitching doing its job and the defense staying sharp behind it. Cuba keeps pushing, keeps searching, keeps trying to create a spark, but Puerto Rico is doing a great job of keeping that early advantage intact. And now Puerto Rico looks for more. They already have the crowd behind them, they already have the lead, and now they want to stretch this game even further out of Cuba's reach. The offense keeps applying pressure, forcing Cuba to stay alert on every single pitch. And once again, Puerto Rico finds a way to cash in. A sacrifice fly brings home another run, and that is a huge moment in the flow of this game. It may not be the loudest highlight of the night, but it is a massive insurance run, and now Puerto Rico extends the lead to 4-0. Little by little, inning by inning, they are building a complete performance in front of their home fans. Still, Cuba is not done. They keep fighting, they keep battling, and eventually they do find an answer. A big RBI double finally gets Cuba on the board, cutting the lead to 4-1, and for a brief moment you can feel a little life returning to their side. The tension picks right back up, because in tournament baseball, one rally can quickly become 2, and once that happens, the pressure changes all over again. Cuba is trying to climb back into this game, trying to put one strong inning together, trying to see if they can force Puerto Rico into a late mistake. But Puerto Rico stays steady. That is what stands out so much in this performance. No panic, no loss of focus, no careless mistakes. They continue to pitch with purpose. They continue to defend with confidence, and they continue to play like a team that understands exactly what is at stake. Every out gets louder, every pitch feels bigger. And with the end of the game getting closer, the atmosphere in the stadium becomes even more intense. Now we move into the late moments, and Cuba is running short on time. They need something special, and they need it quickly. But Puerto Rico is determined to shut the door completely. The body language is strong, the crowd is fully engaged, and the team on the field looks ready to finish what it started. Cuba takes its last chances, but Puerto Rico keeps answering, keeping the game under control and protecting that lead with calm, winning baseball. And here we go. The final moments are here. The entire ballpark is on its feet. Everyone can sense the finish line. And Puerto Rico is just a few outs away from sealing a huge victory. One more play, one more out, and that is it. Puerto Rico closes it out, finishes the job, and secures a huge 4-1 win over Cuba in a statement performance filled with clutch hitting, disciplined pitching, and big-time defense. The crowd roars, celebration begins, and Puerto Rico walks away with a memorable World Baseball Classic victory after controlling the biggest moments of the game from start